Hi Awesome Apples. This week we're going to do our calendar video, and then I have your science experiment for this week to show you. I'm going to show you how you're going to do it from your house. So let's get started. Today is yesterday was the 26th, so after 26 comes 27. So today is the 27th of April 2020. The season is still spring, and the weather today is very sunny. It's nice out today. Yesterday was Sunday, the 26th. Today is Monday, the 27th, and tomorrow will be Tuesday, and the next day after the 27th would be 28. Alrighty, friends, so I think that's everything on our calendar for today. Let's get to our experiment. So this week in science, we're learning all about plants. We're going to learn about the things that they need to grow and stay alive. We'll learn about the different parts of a plant, and you guys get to start your very own plant in your house, and we're going to start from a seed. So I have some seeds, and they're here at school if you want to come pick them up. They're called pinto seeds, and they look like this. So these little seeds have a protection on the outside that keeps them safe. It's the shell of the seed that has those speckles on it that you see. Inside, the seed looks like this. It's more white colored, and the inside, you'll see in a video today that inside this is the food for the baby seed and the baby plant that's inside that little spot right there. So I don't recommend opening up your seeds because I don't think that they'll grow anymore once you do. But this one was already cracked, and I thought I'd show you what's inside. So what you're going to do is you'll have a baggie that has 5 pinto seeds inside, just like mine. And you have a little greenhouse paper that you get to color and cut out, and then that frames your bag. So you put the bag kind of inside of it, and it looks really nice. What you get to do at home is take like a cotton round, a cotton ball, or a paper towel, and you're going to wet it. So I have a spray bottle, and I'm going to get it wet, and I'm going to do the same thing to a second one, just so I have plenty of water, because one of the things that our seed needs to grow is water. Just like you guys get thirsty, so does our seed and our plant. So inside the bag I have my seeds, and now I'm going to put these wet cotton rounds in there as well, right at the bottom. I'm just going to move my seeds so that we can see them. Whoops. Okay, so here are my cotton rounds on the bottom, and then I'm going to put my seeds in there too. So they're right up next to the wet cotton rounds. So that is going to be what they need to get started growing. Now I'm going to close up my bag, and what you'll do next, you've got your seeds in the bag, you've got your wet cotton rounds or paper towels, and then you tape it right onto a window and you watch it. And in a couple of days, you'll start to see some changes. And the video that I have for you today and videos throughout the week will show you what those changes are going to look like. You'll see some things start to come out of the seeds and some other things start to grow. It will be really cool. So I hope that you have lots of fun watching your little seed experiment at home and see your plant begin to grow. Once you have a plant growing, you can take it out of the bag and plant it in soil in a cup or a little container or a pot if you have one. So after that, you just get to watch, and there's a little journal for you to write down and draw what you're seeing inside your baggie. This week I also have a couple of fun books that I'll read with you on our Zoom, and today I'm going to read this Clifford one with you. Later in the week you'll get to hear Plant Adaptations and A Tree is a Plant. They're really fun books that show us a little bit more about what's going on inside those plants. So this one is the little flower seed, and it's a Clifford story. Spring is in the air, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said. Can you feel it? Clifford wagged his tail. It was true. Early spring is the best time to plant a new garden, said Mrs. Howard. The courtyard will look pretty when our garden starts to bloom, Emily Elizabeth said. We'll have lots of vegetables and flowers in the garden, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth said. Even some carrots for Daffodil. Clifford looked and smelled, but he didn't see any carrots or flowers. What do you think these are? They're seed packets. Emily Elizabeth and her mother worked and worked. They dug holes in the dirt. What fun, Clifford thought. Then Emily Elizabeth dropped something tiny into each hole. Mrs. Howard covered each hole with dirt. What's going on? Clifford wondered. All the seeds are planted, Emily Elizabeth shouted. Good work, said Mrs. Howard. Let's go fill the watering can and water our new garden. Now it's my turn to dig, Clifford thought. He dug and dug. I'm helping too, he thought. No, no, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth shouted. Stop digging up the seeds. Clifford was so confused. He didn't know what he did wrong. Seeds have to stay in the ground to become trees and flowers, explained Emily Elizabeth. This sounded strange to the tiny red pup. It rained the next day. Rain is good for gardens, Daffodil told Clifford. Why? Clifford asked. Seeds need water to help them grow, Daffodil said. We put what would be like rain, we put water inside our baggie with the cotton ball, and that will help the seeds grow. In a few days, Clifford saw something wonderful. The little flower seed had grown into a tiny plant. Soon all the seeds grew into tiny green plants. Clifford thought they were beautiful. Emily Elizabeth watered the garden every day, and every day the weather got warmer and warmer. The plants grew and grew. The sunflower was Clifford's favorite. When summer came, the puppy loved to stay cool in its shade. Isn't it wonderful, Mr. Sadinsky said. The seeds are delicious. You are a good gardener, Clifford, Daffodil said. This is the best carrot I've ever eaten. Emily Elizabeth, you should be very proud, said Mr. Howard. You grew a whole garden from little seeds. Clifford barked happily. The sunflower was growing, and so was he. Who knew how big they both get? The end. So we got to watch Emily Elizabeth and Clifford put some seeds into soil and watch them grow with the help of some water and some sun. So that's what your seeds will get too. They're not in soil, but inside your tiny baggie, they'll still get the water and the sun that they need, and you'll start to see some cool changes take place. Hope you have fun with it, my friends. I'll see you soon.